thing that I saw, which was Cole Beasley coming out and saying he's not vaccinating. He's not, he doesn't have enough information on the effects of the vaccine, and he's not doing it. Now, the NFL has protocols in place for those that are vaccinated, which are, I believe, every 14 days they'll get tested, and then a separate set of rules for the players that aren't vaccinated. I believe they're getting tested like every day, and they can't go out, on road games. They're kind of stuck in their hotel room. Have you heard? Is it something that the players, I don't know, maybe behind closed doors are saying they're not sure they want to do it, but because of the protocols or maybe pressure, they're doing it? Because we've also heard like Josh Allen, Cole Beasley's teammate in Buffalo there, say he wasn't 100% saying, yes, I'm going to do it. So he was kind of on the fence. Any kind of, without naming names, of course, but is there any that you've been hearing more players who are kind of hesitant to get it done?
Yes, they are. These are young men, and they feel like they can weather whatever storm. You know how that is. We feel like we're kind of invincible. And I know, I don't know all the side effects neither. So I'm not going to play doctor. But the league is making them make a choice, because they have these protocols in place that if you do, you're good. Like you said, every 14 days, you can do whatever team activities. You can ride on the main team plane. You can do the main team things. But if you're not vaccinated, you're going to be treated differently.
Now, is the non-main team plane, is there more legroom because there's less people?
There may be.
Maybe there's an advantage.
You know what? I started laughing at them when I first heard that, because I go, there's going to be a lot of guys who might act like they wasn't vaccinated, just because there's going to be other perks. There's certain things you're not going to have to do. There might be meetings you don't have to go to. There's planes you don't have to get on. There's going to be other perks per se for people who are not vaccinated that people don't even think of.
Maybe missing some of those contact drills you don't want to participate in.
Absolutely. So it's just, I don't know how they're going to police it. Obviously, they're going to try to. I think it puts a different type of pressure on a player, and it makes a player react like Cole Beasley. He's his own man, and he wants to live his life his way, and that's one of the founding things of our country, freedom.
And it's interesting because to be a professional athlete, there needs to be, you have to have a certain sense of invincibility, right? Especially football, to go out there and, put your body on the line every single week in, week out. If you think, hey, I'm going to get hurt or something can hurt me, right, that puts you at a disadvantage. So I understand that. So I don't necessarily, disagree with what he's saying. And no one knows this. No one knows the long-term effects. Now I do say this, anyone that has a kid that's kind of 20 years or younger probably gave them the chickenpox vaccine 20 years ago when it was brand new.
Right.
So now maybe we're a little bit smarter. Maybe the internet's just too informative now than it was 20 years ago. So I get it, but so you don't think there's going to be any, there's going to be no backlash from other players? Is everyone kind of open, like, hey, you make your choice?
Yeah, I don't think there'll be backlash between the players until the real games start. When you need that player to help win football games.
Right.
There's a player who is real involved in the plans of winning, and you're missing him because he's not vaccinated. He's missing certain meetings. He's missing certain walkthroughs. He's missing certain real informative football, high intelligent things. Then that can become a problem.
Yeah, I'm not knocking Cole Beasley, but if it was Josh Allen, it's probably a different conversation, right?
Absolutely, and that's the part that bothers me. I mean, he's no different than anybody else. So we blew it up. But if it was Josh Allen, what would be the narratives that are out there now?
Right.